Good morning, and welcome everybody to part 3 of The Ascent. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and it's so good to see each and every one of you today. Hope you guys had a wonderful last couple of days. We had a great time in Far Cry 5 on Monday. Sadly, no more testy festies to attend, but we got a lot of plot done. We defeated one of the siblings in Far Cry 5, and we flew a lot of really dangerous airplanes, and I died a lot. It was great. Now, we get to return to the world of The Ascent, which is a game that I'm enjoying way more than I thought I would, and I thought I would enjoy it. So that's a testament to how fun this game is. Good to see everybody on Facebook today, Toby and Kyle, and of course, wonderful to see everyone on YouTube today. Jack Schmidt first in the chat today, Alt Grendel with a gold derby, Ian Chamberlain, Fish Key, Lane Berry with a gold derby, Edward Chapman, John de Giambaradino, not Nick Skinner with a gold derby, Kit Cowling, Julian Z, your FBI agent, Slati Bartfast with a gold derby, Wasteland Wanderer, Courtney Zayas, Deuteronomus with a gold derby. Good to see each and every one of you today. Of course, it's difficult, I think, to avoid mentioning the awful tragedy that happened yesterday. The school shooting. Yet another school shooting. It's what everyone's talking about. It's what's on everyone's mind. And I don't know how I can add to the plethora of opinions and condolences that are already out there. And I don't think I want to. Except for to say that, it's an absolute tragedy and it shouldn't have happened anywhere, let alone here. But we can all come together and, I don't even know, express our shock, our complete utter disbelief, and our rage. I'm just feeling rage. Is anyone else feeling rage? I'm just so angry that we're still dealing with this. I remember over a decade ago, when there was a mass shooting like this that happened, I was so angry that I just wrote this huge blog post, and here we are over a decade later, and nothing has changed. So, that's kind of where I'm at. And I think I just need to focus on something else for a bit, and I think that there are probably many people that feel the same way. Garrett, with a donation of stars, says, "Hi Ox and all in chat. Oxhorn, in the Fallout universe, what are the three useless weapons you had to use or in a lore video? Mine is the paddle ball on Fallout 4. I actually, when I did the Nuka World DLC and I started going through all of the DLC weapons, I was just flabbergasted by the paddle ball. It was that and the squirt gun. The acid soaker is what I think it came with in Nuka World. There were so many weird weapons in Nuka World that didn't make a lick of sense, and I think we're just there for kicks. The junk gun is another weapon, the one that we got at ArcJet in Fallout 4, that wasn't very practical, and I think was just there for kicks. Of course, they threw that in there because of its popularity in Fallout 3. It was a lot of fun in Fallout 3, but in Fallout 4, it was mostly useless. But thank you for that one, Garrett. Alright, folks, let's dive into the game. I'll tell you what, I came prepared. I want to advance this plot. I'm intrigued by the world building that these guys have put together in the world of The Ascent. And I want to advance the plot just to see if I can discover more of this universe. I came prepared with espresso. Yeah, I got a new coffee machine. I got an espresso machine. It's a small one. It's not like the kind you'll find at a coffee shop, a barista's coffee shop. But it's a manual one, and so I've been practicing on my tamp and, all of the extraction process and all of that. And it's still bitter. I can't seem to pull good shots. But it's not as bad as my drip coffee that I've been drinking for years now. I like a good drip coffee, don't get me wrong. But it's also nice to have a good espresso. So I'm going to try this. Oh yeah, that's warm. Yeah, that's a warm cup of coffee there. I do like my coffee liquid and warm. Hits both my qualifiers. Oh yeah, that's good and warm and wet. I like that. And then I've got something cold and wet. My Coke. For when my warm and wet is empty, I'll put in cold and wet. And then I've got this. Fire and leaves. Always good to have fire and leaves. Slidey Bartfast with a gold derby. A member for 40 months. And a gold ox says, "Hi Ox, it's my redacted birthday today. And you're playing a favorite game of mine. Play on, sir. Happy birthday, Slidey Barnfast, turning the ripe old age of redacted. Of course, everyone's favorite age, redacted. I have turned redacted a number of times in my life, and I plan to turn redacted again this year. Thank you for coming by to celebrate with all of us. And I'm glad you're enjoying our gameplay of the Ascent. Garrett McFadden on Facebook says, "Hi, Ox and all in chat. Oxhorn in the Fallout universe. What is..." I read that one already. I talked about the junk chat and all of that. Man, I'm getting all mixed up here. But Claire Marie Baker on Facebook with a donation of stars says, "Hello, Ox. Looking forward to this game. Take care." Very generous donation. Thank you, Claire Marie Baker. Take care to you as well. I'm having a great time. Pyro says, "What is this, a Starbucks commercial?" No, I'm sorry. I had the Starbucks logo on the wrong side. I should have done it like this. I promise you Starbucks has not paid me a dime. That was an inadvertent Starbucks commercial. Starbucks, if you're watching, you're welcome to pay me a dime. I will take your dimes, as many dimes as you choose to send me, and I will hold up cups like this as often as you wish. So I'm not above sponsorship, but no, they have not sponsored me yet. Pavel with the super chat on YouTube says, well, we've got another little tidbit about Planescape Torment here. Game Grin, he says, "Torment is a lesson in storytelling with a plot that lifts you to highs and then dumps you to lows while asking you questions about morality, choices, and consequences." Well, that sounds fascinating, Pavel. I can see why it's your favorite game. And I can see why you've been trying to promote it for well over a year now on this broadcast. Maybe we'll tackle it one of these days. Pyro says, "And now a Coca-Cola commercial." Look, if I had Nuka-Cola, I'd be drinking Nuka-Cola and promoting Nuka-Cola, or even Vim. I actually like Vim better. They're a more ethical company. Plus, I'm really intrigued by the Captain's flavor, the Captain's Special. You know, the one made with shellfish? A shellfish-flavored soda. I just want to know what that tastes like. I don't think I would like it, but I want to know. No. Coca-Cola has not paid me a dime. But again, Coca-Cola, if you're watching, I will take your dimes. I'm not above taking Coca-Cola's dimes. But no, I have not been paid by Coca-Cola. Henry G says, "Hey, don't hate on the junk jet." What? I love the junk jet in Fallout 3. In Fallout 4, it's a waste of time. I don't know how they got it so wrong. Like in Fallout 4, it's so impractical. In Fallout 3, maybe it's the way VATS worked. And, well, I mean, it was very similar in Fallout 4. In Fallout 3, I have vivid memories of just destroying people with teddy bears and pre-war money. Just tearing them to shreds, and it was great. I was able to clear entire metro stations with the junk jet and a stack of pre-war money. In Fallout 4, man, I couldn't do anything with it. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Colonel Crute says, "Vim is cool, but I say Sunset Sarsaparilla." I like Sunset Sarsaparilla, but the problem is that it only comes in one flavor. Sarsaparilla. If I wanted myself a sarsaparilla soda, then I'd go get a Sunset Sarsaparilla, right? Maybe I would have that instead of a Nuka-Cola Wild. I think that they're similar flavors. But, Vim at least has a range of like 6 different flavors. Well, how many they got? 4. They've got 4 different flavors. I had to look at my shelf because I have reproduction props. Nuka-Cola has a ridiculous number of flavors. I don't even understand how Nuka-Cola can have so many in Vim. Vim is still stuck with only 4. But yeah, I'll take a Vim any day. All right. Vince M says, "I turned my junk jet into a teddy bear gun and called it Snuggles." That's the best way to use the junk jet. Though my problem with the junk jet is that all of its ammunition is so heavy and bulky. How much is a teddy bear? How much does a teddy bear weigh? The nice thing about the pre-war money is that it weighed practically nothing. You could carry an almost infinite amount of it, and yet one bill of pre-war money would do as much damage against an enemy in the junk jet as like a bowling ball. or a bowling pin, I should say, or something like that. So pre-war money was a great ammunition for the junk jet, but of course the teddy bear is just much more satisfying. Launching a teddy bear or one of those toy cars. Nah, son says, hey Ox, I've absolutely loved watching your Fallout series. Fallout 1 and 2 were games I just couldn't get into, but your playthrough of them topped up my lore without needing to play them. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. Nah, son. And, that's one of the reasons why I did those series, and it's one of the reasons why I tackled Fallout Tactics, because, I was raised on games like that, but I know that there are many people who have become Fallout fans thanks to Bethesda and the Bethesda Fallouts who never had an opportunity to play the old Interplay games from the 90s, games that I was raised on and that many watchers today were raised on. And those stories are really good, and they're interesting, and they still have merit today. And so it's wonderful to be able to introduce those stories to a new generation of gamers and Fallout fans who just can't, that games used to be published in, RPGs in particular, used to be published in at that time. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I put together my series. It's narrated, it's like watching a TV show, and it was a lot of fun to put together. Kit Cowling, a bronze ox and a member for 4 months, says, no big old coffee mug, but you're still the best. Thank you, Kit Cowling. Yeah, I've discovered that my giant glass coffee stein doesn't fit under my new espresso machine. So I can't fill up a huge tankard. I suppose I could take the shots and then just dump them in there. But then I'd be sitting there for half an hour pulling 10, 12 shots. That's a lot of work. Right? So I'm just coming with 2 shots and a Coke. All right. Let's dive on in.
Random factoid. Tokamak means toroidal chamber with magnetic field in an archaic language.
Boost the cooling system. Last week we had so much fun, and I only ended the broadcast when I did because I lost power. I lost power to my house twice during that broadcast. Thankfully, I still got, about 4 hours of the broadcast in. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, thankfully, I still got a good 4-hour broadcast in, but this is where we crashed. We crashed right about here. I'm going to try and remember exactly. Yeah, we're going that way, and then let's see. What is our maps and missions? Main missions: empowerment to ensure protection against Onyx Void and rival corporations. Okay, yes, I remember. The IOHAB needs to boost its security systems, but to power these, it needs a secure source of energy, and this would also benefit the fragile IOHAB alliance as a whole. Boss Poon wants to secure the nearest fission power plant by hacking a sort of energy distribution backdoor to be used by the IOHAB alliance. All right, so we are trying to hack into a fission power plant, and we had to go to the Deep Stink to do so. And while we were here, we completed a couple of side missions. We've been working on Balls Deep, collect feral testicles. We just can't seem to get away from testicles in the games we play. I don't understand it. We've got 9 out of 10. And then we completed the other one. It was no, it was the one where we had to charge something. Where is it? Those are different quests. Okay, so I must have already finished it. It's the one where we had to do something 3 times. Trading places, Arcology Blues, double charge. Oh, there it is. Yeah, overcharge kills. We have to return to Bezelcheck. That's it. All right. So we'll return to Bezelcheck to turn in double charge next time. Let's make sure our loadout is ready. We've got the Fragmos grenade equipped. Looks like we've got another one. So G6 frag more, a G92 EMP grenade, and a GR8 frag most. Okay, so these are probably similar. Yeah, okay, it's got a higher charge time. But this one's better. So we'll use that one. We've got some new armor. Icebreaker goggles. We get more electric. That is energy resistance. More digital resistance. We lose out on 5 fire resistance. And we lose out on 7 physical resistance. But we gain 3 to our head attributes. However, we lose all of our body energy. I mean, I really need that physical resistance, so I'm going to stick with what we've got for now. Pedro Flores says, "Hi, mister. Watching while doing my job. Have a great stream. Greetings from Paraguay." Thank you, Pedro. I plan to have a wonderful broadcast. Good luck with work today, and thank you so much for watching. Julian Z says, "Hello, Ox. So good to see you on this Ascent Wednesday. Can't wait for more lore videos as this series comes to a close. Do you have the next series lined up?" If by lined up you mean do I know what I want to do, the answer is yes. If you mean do I actually have the footage shot so that I'm ready to dive right in, the answer is no. I figured that once I finish Steel Dawn and Steel Rain, I'll probably need a couple of weeks to start capturing footage and assembling all of the assets necessary to start the new series, like getting music recorded and all of that before I can actually start. So it might take me a little while. Then Julian Z with a super chat says, also, Ox, Starbucks should totally sponsor you. You're perfect. A Washington native, the birthplace of Starbucks. You love coffee and you need it every day. Do you have a Starbucks near you? If you do, then you're all set to sponsor. I mean, I do have a Starbucks near me. It's hard to get away from Starbucks in Washington State, let alone the world. So I'm near too many Starbucks. Yeah, I've actually been to the first Starbucks ever. It's down in Pike Place Market. There's always a huge line out the front door, but it was the first Starbucks ever in the world, and it's right on my doorstep. Anyway, let's get back to exploring the deep stink. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have another codex entry? Yeah, we've got another lore entry here. What is it? The RBM5 tokamak. The tokamak. Oh, this is the fission generator that I believe we need to hack into. The tokamak was one of the first fusion reactors to be installed in the arcology, and it has been upgraded and augmented many times since its inception. The Torres-type plasma containment chamber forms the reactor core, to which numerous systems have been added and or jury-rigged over time. The reactor has been slated for a complete replacement for at least 69 standard, but it seems to constantly slip down the prioritization schedule. The denizens of the Deep Stink are happy with this, as it allows them to siphon off power from the chaotic grid surrounding the reaction. Rerouting of minor power lines and the installment of additional security systems around the new area has caused unexpected fluctuations, which the reactor SI is desperately trying to juggle against the already dangerously overloaded power grid. No wonder the poor thing shut itself down. All right. Lockers. There's my last testicle! Boy, I hope nobody clips that and repeats it on Twitter. box is there. Right, I guess we can't get to it, but this may be the way we're going to be coming out. All right, let's finish exploring this room before we keep going. I don't want to miss anything. Is there anything over there? Gosh, these maps are so huge. What are these side chambers? There are 2 side chambers here. Okay, this is the bridge we tried to go across. All right, looks like the passageway goes up this way. This side chamber must just go to another T-junction right there. And this one goes up. Okay, so we can safely explore this. Alright, so if the map can be believed, if we go up this way, it's going to be a similar thing. We go up to a T, we can turn right or go left. Left goes back into that room. Right is blocked to us. We need to extend that bridge somehow, and left goes back into the room. Yep, bingo. Julian Z says, Ox, can you honestly expect us not to clip that? I know. I am the origin of my own disappointment is what that is. All right, moving north. Ooh, a new shirt skin. All right, cool. So that's 2 side quests completed, both relating to testicles. Let's see. I don't think there's another one that I can complete down here. I do need to improve my cyber deck. How is that chest already open? Have I been here before? Did I come here when we explored the deep stink earlier? Sniper robots. Man, they really do not want me to get to this reactor. Whew. Okay, cooling control. Jeez. All right, that's it. That's the control room. Let's clear this room first of all loot and lore. That's gonna be our way out, I bet you anything. There's nothing else here. Indigo the Blue Gem says, Daboza Ox. What are we drinking / playing today? We're playing the Ascent, and I'm drinking some coffee. And I'm smoking a brick house.
Torus containment to raise energy output.
Okay, raise the energy output by reconfiguring the Torus containment. That makes total sense. Oh, that almost killed me. That almost killed me because of all those stinking explosions. Let's see if we can find a health pack or something. All right, so that was a new augmentation that I added. What's that? Razor dronettes. Initiate a swarm of drones that deal damage to enemies in range. Another premium 8-co product. Okay, so that was an offensive Razor drone. Okay. Chest plate. A slab worker chest plate. Let's see. No, but it looks like it's not new to me. Slab worker chest. Yeah, P20 slab worker chest. That improves my digital. Energy stays the same. Physical goes down by 5. And my fire goes down by an enormous amount. By all of it. All I gain is 3 to head. And my balance goes down. So that's... Whoa! Silicone ballistic chest armor. That's new. Silicone ballistic chest armor. 29, that's up. All right, so physical up, energy up, digital up, fire down by only 2, balance down by 3, but weapon handling up by 2, spread reduction up by 2. It's a winner. Yay! Okay, let's see what's down this path. I bet you we can extend these. That's right. Remember, we saw some secrets down these ways. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, so that just leads back to that room. Okay, with the barrel there that goes back in there. Alright, so that should mean that there's another one that we can extend to get to those chests that we couldn't find earlier. Let's see if we can go find that. It may be to continue ahead, but wasn't there a path over here to the left? No, that's where I destroyed everything. Got those health packs. Okay, so I feel like I've been here before. We need to go down there. There's a chest over there. How did I miss that? Work jacket. Another chest piece? Hellfire work jacket. Alright, so physical goes down by 3. Energy goes up by 1. Digital goes up by 1. Fire goes up by a whopping 10. Weapon handling goes up by a whopping 2. And spread reduction stays the same. So even though that's less physical, it's better.
Output increased by 0.003225%.
Override power distribution. I think that's probably going to send me... No, why is the marker still there? It needed a chance to update. Alright, so let's go back to the map, and that's going to send us over here. Yeah, as I thought. So that's 2 chests, however, that we've missed. I'm going to go back over here, because, well, I mean, that could be down this passageway. Well, I want to make sure. So let's go back over here, see if we can find that chest. And then I don't know how we missed that. Let's wrap around. See if we can find it. Is this the one that we saw on the other side of that gangway? Yeah, 2 chests there. How do we extend that? It's right on the other side of the reactor. Okay, so there's got to be a passageway over here on our way out. So I bet you we got to wind through here, come south, and then open this gangway. All right, let's go check on this one, see if we can find it. Okay, according to the map, it should be right towards power distribution. Access denied. Access denied. All right, so we got to come from the other side. And sure enough, that's right where it is. Okay, so that's why I missed it. Okay, from here, if I go north, I can try to get onto the other side of that gate to get that chest. But let's see, we could go south towards... Well, let's focus on that chest first. 1 chest at a time. EP4 pacifier. I believe I already have one of those. That goes to power distribution. Let's go up north here first. Here we go. Other side of the grid. There's the chest. Locked. But I've got Ice 1. Locked Ice 1? Blip flop, access denied. That sucks. Hold on, Cyberdeck. Peacemaker CD. Turrets. Broadcasting on the standard protocols. How do I not have what I need to open this? Well, if we do get access later, we know where it is and we can come back. What says, hello Ox, I watched your videos 3 years ago and forgot about you, and I found your YouTube channel again. I'm going to watch the Fallout videos again. Awesome! Well, in the last 3 years, I have produced many, many more Fallout videos, including a series on Fallout Tactics, a series on the Fallout 3 metro stations, a series on Fallout 76 Steel Dawn, and Wastelanders. There's a lot to catch up on, my friend. Ah! God! Why can't I roll? Is it just me or am I doing no damage? Jeez, that's a lot of robots. Alright, I need to switch to my machine gun. Loadout, Alright, I don't think I need to backtrack and get those chests again. Alright, so I don't need to do that again. Do I have any points to spend? Skills. I've got 3 points to spend. Let's bump up vital signs and then let's work on weapon handling. Yikes! That is a lot of snipers. How am I gonna do this? Well, at least I've got full health now. Okay. Whittling through the room, one robot at a time. Don't pull them all, that's the key. There it is.
Attention. Hub has been previously altered. User unknown. Initiating alternate bypass. Bypass done.
Oh here! That some power surge you just sent our way made me tingle all over. The security systems are online and working for us. Excellent job! Now cover the whole thing up and get back here so we can celebrate. Remember, any new owners
Ready to install mod patch.
Mod patch? Conceal the drain from the tokamak. Okay. Okay, so there was that chest over there, but we couldn't get it because we needed to hack into it. Looks like there is a chest over this way if we go around, and we're gonna have more enemies below us. Slab worker chest plate light. Wow, that's an improvement to everything. 32, 19. All that goes down is 4 weapon handling and 2 spread reduction. That's okay. I'll take it. Morton Vinter with a super chat. Thank you, Morton. E20 Kill Bill vest. Ooh, and we got a new augmentation. Razor drones. What did this? Mono Ranger deploys a monobot armed with a rifle. This combat buddy will come in handy when you need some extra covering fire. Not designed for domestic use. Hell yeah. Better than the Razor drones. Advanced component. All right, so we got the chest that was over here. 2 more chests to go, and the last one is we're gonna get to it as we go over here, but there's gonna be more enemies over here. Alright, so I couldn't summon my drone. I wonder why. Does it got a recharge or something? Yeah, it's not ready. Oh, it's my energy level. Okay. There, now it's ready. Okay, so it takes my entire energy bar to summon that thing. Morton Vinter says energy weapons against robots. Oh, really? That makes sense. Do I have any? I mean, I've got the rocket launcher. This does heat damage, ballistic. I don't have any energy weapons. Wait, no, that one is. The pistol? An energy pistol. The E4 pacifier. Alright, we'll try that. Thank you, Morton. I mean, yeah, that helps. Thank you, Morton. All right, is this where I'm gonna... No, this is the lower level that we came up from earlier. The chest we want is gonna be down here and across the way. Oh! He heals himself. How did he heal himself from the fire? Ox needs the rocket launcher back. Would the rocket launcher help? Yeah, maybe I can try using the rocket launcher. Doesn't do energy damage, though. So it's powerful, but the load up time before it starts spraying a bunch of annihilation is so long that it kills me. So let's actually switch that out back to... So the key is to detonate those little spider things when they're next to him, because they blow up and hurt him too. Got him! Crap! Ooh! Who is this guy?
That was refreshing. You should stand down, Indent. We don't want to disintegrate you just yet. Were you trying to create a supernova just now? Because that's what your uninformed meddling with the Taurus containment field would have led to. That your stack boss asked you to do this only confirms his incompetence. Luckily, we are in control now.
Whoop!
This tokamak is now the property of Y-Corp. So is your stack cluster, and so is every indent registered there, including yourself. Your indentured contracts have been transferred and renewed in accordance with existing agreements and standard protocol, etc., etc. In short, you belong to us for what remains of your pitiful life expectancy. However, while you have demonstrated an alarming lack of cognitive skills, you have also shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. This might be of some use to Y-Corp. So, we wish to test your abilities by giving you a special assignment. A trial of sorts. Success will raise you above the filthy mass of regular indents and provide you with certain perks. And you'll be given a chance at earning your freedom. We will set up an operations center in Cluster 13. Come find us there.
Well, looks like I don't got an option here. Mission complete. Level up. Achievement unlocked. Power hungry. Dong Ho Choi says an augment called IO Converter turns all projectile and explosive damage into digital damage for a short time, doing massive damage to robotics even more than energy. But digital doesn't hurt organics. Awesome. Sounds like a really interesting augment to use in situations like this. And then John Doe says, afternoon, Mr. Ox. Just jumped in to see some Ghost in the Shell action. Neat. Yeah, it does have a Ghost in the Shell cyberpunk vibe. All right, so the key to that fight was definitely using my energy pistol. Many thanks to chat who cued me into that. The pacifier does an enormous amount of digital damage, and I was able to one-shot those spiders. Whereas with my PPW, I had to empty an entire clip or more in order to kill those spiders. That allowed me to clear the field much more quickly, which gave me a greater chance to put more damage into the giant spider. It built up my energy bar more faster, or rather faster, more quickly, so that I could deploy my drone robot again. Datapad, type RBM5 Fusion Tokamak. Last serviced unknown, current status functional, barely. Notes, regular scheduled maintenance long overdue. Reactor running within parameters, but for how much longer? 2 red lines, the last 200 cycles registered. Reactor SI in urgent need of an upgrade. Also noted several strange fluctuations on the energy grid lately, cause unknown. Could not trace the fluctuations back to this reactor, but cannot rule it out either. Detailed report forwarded to the Arcology Energy Division. Yeah, money!
Message waiting. Message from sender Kira. Stored and awaiting playback.
Indent, we're waiting for you. Don't test our patience.
Speak with Kira. But there's a chest over here. I gotta get that chest. Let me get the chest over here, and then I'll go get that chest. Spider bots. Oh, cool. I got a new augmentation. Spider bots deploys multiple explosive spider bots which will seek out targets. An offensive weapon platform dispensing multiple kamikaze spider bots that'll eagerly rush to your enemies and explode their faces. I wish I could replace my hydraulic slam with it, but I can't. It's locked, I think. And I really enjoy the Mono Ranger. Actually, no, let's keep the Mono Ranger here. Yeah, here we go. Let's try Spider-Bots. Spider-Bots and Mono Ranger. G92 EMP grenade. Is that the same one? I think it is. Yeah, I've got two of them now. The G92 EMP grenade. Oh, that's why I should have used it. I used a Frag-Most grenade. That's ballistic. The EMP grenade is energy. That's what I should have used against the spider. Okay, Codex. Let's see, we got an update here in enemies. Mega Arachnoid. The guy we just fought. The Mega Arachnoid is intended as a second wave assault mech. Its many legs allow it to negotiate tricky terrain and the mounds of debris left behind by more powerful units such as the Wu Yun Siege Mech. Once inside enemy lines, it'll sow chaos and confusion with its focused flame lance, and while it moves about, it can also deploy multiple pods containing deadly spider bots with proximity detonators. The pods can be hacked to prevent the spider bots from hatching. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, now we know. Maps and missions, main missions, data miner. Speak with Kira. Now, wait a minute. I just realized that the chest over here is the one we gotta hack, and we can't hack it yet. Looks like I missed one over there, too. How do I get over there? Oh, I missed one over there, too. God. So has everything respawned here? Okay, this is pushing me down the hallway back to this sector. If I want to get the chests, there's one right over here in the waste recycling network that I missed. And there's one back over here in subsector 41A. Is it worth going all the way back there? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, but it's on a level above me. I think I need to go up a level. I'm below. There we go. It's a staircase leading up. Cool. I don't remember this. Did we come through here before? Oh, the spider bots are great. Okay, so that retracts it. If we go left, we find a chest. If we go right, we find a chest. Let's go right first, because I believe left is where we need to go. System nice. There we go, and we can get through. Yay.
some cycles ago. Rival corporations have sent grab teams to take what they can. We have reports of intense fighting in certain sectors where rival CGTs strive for domination. Isn't free competition wonderful? I do advise you to stay away from all such fighting. In time, your contracts will be moved to whoever the new owner becomes, and everything will be sorted out. No need to risk your lives and well-being. The fighting is not just happening among the half-stacks. The race season is now in full swing, and the Savage Supremes have just racked up another win. After a disappointing qualification run where they ended up last in the starting scrimmage, they must have done some serious gear tuning. 5 laps saw them moving up to 4th place. Another 10 laps brought them within sniffing distance of their main rivals, the Killjoy Crushers. The Crushers held on to their lead for another handful of laps, but ultimately had to give way when their driver lost a lead. The Savage Supremes wanted the feed to convey their thanks to you, my dear audience. With this important victory secured, they're well on their way to win the Speed Crush Carnage Cup this season. Well, they never performed this well when the Ascent Group was still their main sponsor. Like I always say, when things seem to be falling apart, they're actually falling into place.
Well, positive propaganda from that guy. All right, that music is really loud, so we're going to take the music down a notch. That didn't seem to do anything, so let's put the music back up. Okay, so that was that chest. We need to go back that way. Yet we haven't been this way. Alright, so our marker wants us to go that way. Let's see what's over here. This will lead us back to waste recycling, and we can try to get that chest. Big gun. Okay, so if we go north and through here, we can find it. Alright, there's my little turret guy. Then he dies after a short period of time. Cool. open to the left. What's that? Shirt skin. Almost there. God! Jeez, this had better be worth it. There it is. A skill point. Okay, well, that was worth it. An entire skill point from that chest. Right, is there anything else? I thought there, yeah, there's another one way over here. That's where we need to go to. Do we bother going all the way over there? No, we don't bother. Let's just go to where we need to go. Progress with the quest. Let's use our skill points. How many? We've got 4 skill points now. Put it into weapon handling. Achievement unlocked, Fulcrum. Just coming out of every hole. There's a chest. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I'm loving this little robot drone. It just doesn't end. Okay, where are we at now? We're almost there. Got to get to the elevator. New shirt skin. New shirt skin. Wow, I really need to go back to the character customizer guy. Go through all my different shirt skins. There we go. Back to the Warrens. Yay. All right, we're meeting this guy in Sector 13, aren't we? Ooh, look at all these guys. Yeah, they've taken over it. Arcology Warrens. Josh Bunton on Facebook with a donation of stars says, "Good morning, Ox. Hope all has been good for you and the family." Thank you, Josh. Things have been great. I'm feeling good this morning. Garrett McFadden with a donation of stars on Facebook says, "Oxhorn, my friends and I are wondering, will you play more games like Detroit Become Human? A quick time game which your actions determine the gameplay? We think it'll be great for Scotch and Smoke Rings in the future." Garrett, I've already live streamed an entire gameplay of Detroit Become Human on my channel. So, you and your friends are in for a treat if you haven't seen it already. The live stream is on my channel. New shirt skin, Ascenders. Amy Bag of Donuts became a Silver Ox. Thank you, Amy Bag of Donuts.
Don't attempt to repair Ascent group's rope.
Caution. Beware of augmentation.
Very well. Shot outside.
All right, we made it to Sector 13. Let's look around a bit first before we dive on in.
All trouble been around?
Threats?
Plenty of things looking to flatline you round here.
Feral problems?
Yeah, I've been trying to warn everyone, but nobody listens to old Trummer. Corpsec gone, and the auto defense is offline. It's only a matter of time before the ferals come calling. Watch your back, is all I'm saying.
Hostile robots?
It's a bloody bot fest is what it is. The AGI's no longer around to keep watch over the local data net. Everyone and their cousins hacking into the bots, causing all sorts of mischief and mayhem. Never like those things. Way too many complex circuits interacting with substandard coding for my taste.
Gangs?
It's quite simple, really. The Liquid Quicks used to be the big baddies round here. They're by a guy named Trenning. He and Poon are cozy from what I hear. I bet Poon's pockets are getting lined. But can I prove it? Of course not. Quicks were never friendly with the Turbo Vipers. Now with Corpsec gone, the Vipers suddenly decided to grab some territory. It's an all-out turf war out there, and I'm happy staying right here.
Rogans?
Don't be fooled by their brush suits and posh manners. The Rojan will just as soon kill you as look at you. There really ain't much separating them from the Quicks and the Vipers. Except maybe they got more creds to their names. And some fancy rules governing how they fuck the indents over. Bloody backstabbers and stimmed up flatliners, a lot of them.
CGTs?
Stay away from the corporate grab teams, friend. Those are as professional as they come. Trained killers. Only the largest multi-corps can afford to keep them on a retainer. They use AGIs to grab property, needed for imprinting the property SI or some such. I make it a point not to fuck with anyone who has direct access to an AGI. Spooky things, if you ask me. Not natural. Yeah, I know things. I get around, but I'm gonna stay as far away from any CGT as I can. Rather mess with a nest of starved ferals. All trouble been around? Which corpse you wondering about?
Onyx Void?
Well, you got the gangs, you got the Rojin, and then you got Onyx Void. That little outfit spans all of Velis, and all the commons too from what I hear. Probably the rest of the known galaxy. Don't fuck with them, and they won't fuck with you. Unless they got a contract for you or some such. And then you're fucked anyway. Better just hope they flatline you on the spot. I hear they like to use the targets for sport now and then.
Ascent group and Ascenders?
Indents, who try to justify their bollocks existence by worshipping the corporation that owns them. Sort of tragic, if you ask me. Then again, I never was one for clubs and groups and teams. More of a loner, me. There's a new influencer leading them, enthusiastic type. Not sure what they hope to accomplish now that the Ascent group's gone kaput. But to each their own, I guess.
Y Corp?
Came out of nowhere. Never heard of him. And no one else has either. I bet you hard U-creds have seen that at forum before, though. Only I can remember where. Anyway, they own our contracts now. There's not a lot we can do about it. Might as well curse the acid rain.
Malhorst Gelb?
MG? Yeah, proper arseholes. Be careful around them. They're a bunch of tools, but they have fierce lawyers that'll go after you like a rabid Jacqueline if they get a chance. It's all business to them.
Corpsec?
They was corrupt as anyone, but at least they kept things somewhat under control round here. Can't say as I blame them for leaving their posts. I would too if I didn't get paid. Corpsec disintegrating, things are gonna get a lot worse round here before they get better. All trouble been around.
Locations/world?
All trouble been around. Seen the signs.
Restricted access?
Yeah, there were a lot of shutdowns when the AGI went blank. Security doors and whatnot closing all over the place. It's an automated Corpsec measure. Divide and control, right? Except there's no one left in charge to divide or control nothing. Passages are starting to open up. The gangs are pulping and flatlining one another to see who's got the biggest knob. They're making a feral casserole of the security systems while they're at it. Them towns set up their own security to cope. Now it's invites only. I'm probably going to stay that way for a while.
Black Lake Towers?
As many tales about that flooding as there are indents in the Warrens. Why haven't they drained that little puddle, you ask? And you wouldn't be the first. There's been plenty of attempts to clear Black Lake, but they've all been derailed in different ways. Sudden budget changes, sudden deaths, so on. Almost as if someone doesn't want the water gone from that place.
Stack clusters?
House stacks are built in clusters, see? Each cluster's run by a stack boss. Supposed to be the one making sure services are running and the habs are, well, habitable. Indents don't get much of a say in what stacks we live in. It's assigned on a needs basis, based on some SI algo. The stack bosses decide in the end, so everybody kisses stack boss arse. Anything to get a few flows up, or get a functional rinser or whatever. Boone runs Cluster 13. He's a tight-fisted balloon wrinkle. Corrupt to the bone. But I have to admit, he does look after us. If only so he can fuck us over himself.
D-Nexus?
Not a place for organics like you and me. Some call it the beating heart of the arcology, but there's nothing alive about that place. There's endless amounts of hydrogen-cooled bits and bytes. But D-Nexus is also where the bots and monos go to recharge. Unless you're made of silicon, there's nothing for you there, mate. Best stay away.
Arcology substructure? Or structure?
Well, you got the deep stink at the bottom. You're well versed in that sector. Then you got us low-habbers scraping by in the Warrens on the lower levels. With the commercial zones, nodes and docks and stuff above us. At the very top, you got the glitzy pinnacle. Need more U-creds than we'd ever make in a lifetime. Just to get a glimpse of what it's like up there. The Ascent Group board sits up there too. A foreign wankers. They got us into this mess. Good day.
Leisure?
You're looking for a bit of fun? Can't blame you.
What to do for fun?
Well, the gamblers try their luck at the Speed Crust racetrack or the Golden Satori Casino. I get my fix in the cyberscape. Leveling up a new avatar as we speak. Gonna be a drone hunter. Then there's stims. Whatever works for you. Just don't touch anything made for jack-o'-lanterns. Unless you want to fuse every neuron in your brain into a solid block of stupid. I've got to say, mate, you don't look much like the gambling type. Or a stim fiend either, for that matter.
The feed?
That's where we all get our news. If you can call it that, the corporate propaganda they pump out. I've always liked Abbott. Seems like a nice bloke. And I appreciate how he always puts a happy spin on things. Life as an indent's bollocks enough as it is. There's no need to make it worse by waddling in someone else's troubles. I hear Abbott's based right here in our ecology. He doesn't half seem to favour news from around here.
Bounties?
Lots of people around who pissed someone off at one point or another, and I got a bounty for it. If you take one out, you can collect from the bartenders. If you bring proof, of course. Bounties are ranked. And the higher the rank, the better the pay. The bigger the chance you'll end up a bloody smear on the wall. I used to collect the occasional back in the day, but I gave up on that long ago. That's a huge game, that.
Grafter?
Any licensed grafter can install your oaks. The good ones might even offer to sedate you before they bring out the knives and lasers. You got what it takes, they can even upgrade your existing systems. Fine-tune them in different ways. I make a point of seeing them regularly. It doesn't do to have outdated orgs when you rely on them for work.
Shopping?
You got the U-creds to spend, you get all sorts of stuff. Guns, tack gear, cyberdecks and whatnot. Oh, and you can find vendors in the strangest of places. Some of them might have some really fancy wares too. If you need to update the nav grid on your imp, you just need to jack into any nav point you find. It'll cost you, but could be worth it. I never was a big spender. Saving up to buy back my contract.
Jack into any nav point? I wonder if we've missed any of those.
Plenty of things that look to kill you lurking around.
People?
Some interesting individuals in this here arcology.
Celine?
Ascender to the bone, that one. I see her at the Ascender branch offices every once in a while, talking the usual bollocks about the greatness of the Ascent Group. Don't contradict her, though. You don't want to end up on her shit list. Rumour has it she flatlined her own mate after discovering traces of a Malhorse Gelb skin salve in her rinser. Thought it an insult against the Ascent Group. She's not the alpha feral of the bunch, though. The Ascender's got a new top influencer leading them. No name yet. And by all rights, they should have disbanded. But it's almost as if the Ascent Group collapse only made them stronger. Strange.
Noghead?
Rumour has it he's quiche. They're quick thinkers. Too quick, if you ask me. No patience. Impulsive. Say, he almost broke U Plus by hacking into their largest polymer plant. Forced it to churn out nothing but rubber stim toys. Imagine that. An endless line of wiggling knobs in bright colours. Why? Because he didn't like the colour of a new pair of sneakers or some such. Crazy wanker.
Hung?
Yeah, I've heard of him. We Larkians got our own grapevine and word gets around. That's Riser, that one. The number, 438, is an internal OV rank thing. It means he's high up in the food chain. Hung's a professional. If he flatlines you, you can trust that it's purely business. Either someone paid him, or you breached some contract. Onyx Void is more like a corporation than an organisation. You treat them like that and you'll understand them better.
Poon?
Look, I know you and Poon have got some sort of ongoing agreement, so I'd better keep my trap shut. I blabber too much anyway. Enough to say that I'd skin that scurvy jackal and use his prickly hide to wipe me arse with if I could get away with it. Yeah, we go out for a drink every now and then. Brush up on our mutual hatred. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer and all that.
Kira?
She seems like a power player to me. And that corporation she reps, Y-Corp, came out of nowhere. Sure what her position is, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear she runs the whole outfit. Great to see her foreign work in the field, though. They usually stay far aloft, spinning their endless schemes and intrigues. I know the deep stink like the back of my...
Okay, for those who don't remember him, that's the guy that we met in the very first episode in the Deep Stink. Look, I hate to do this, but I just got a text that my son is not feeling very well at school, and I need to go pick him up. So, I don't know if I'll be able to try to live stream again. We'll see, but I definitely need to be away for about an hour. I'll try to come back. It seems like I keep getting interrupted when I try to stream this game, but this is unavoidable. Of course, I'm sure you all understand. I'll try to be back as soon as possible. Thanks, everybody. See you soon, maybe. Bye.